Now, welcome students of Standard 9 to your new academic session. Today, I am before you with a new book, with a new lesson. Today, the topic, the lesson, the poem which we are going to interact is, or the poem which I am going to explain is one of the most famous poems, one of the most vivid and full of meanings poems of Robert Frost is The Road Not Taken. The name of the poem is The Road Not Taken. By Robert Frost. My dear students, this poem is a very beautiful poem which tells us what happens with a person when he is going to make any decision. Apart from the poem, I want to put before you certain facts of life. Right from morning till night, a person takes several decisions. Some of them are small decisions, some of them are big decisions. But you can never be sure that taking a small decision could bring an everlasting effect on life. And that is the truth. That is the bitter fact of life. All of us are taking decisions in our life at certain stages of life regarding our career, regarding the different affairs which are related to our life. Some of the decisions which we make, some of the choices which we make bring positive results. There are positive and good responses, but sometimes we have been deceived by the circumstances. Sometimes we are utterly failed in our different stages of life. But somehow we have to go through this life because after all, this life is very precious. We have to respect it. We have to give value to our life. Now come to the poem, The Road Not Taken. Most beautiful poem of Robert Frost. Now I am going to give a reading before you. Please listen patiently. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. I'm sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked on one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted where, though as for that the passing deer had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had turned black. Oh, I kept the fast for another day, yet knowing how well lives on to wait. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. This poem relates certain facts of Robert Frost's personal life. Robert Frost's personal life, about which I shall talk to you later. First of all, let me make you understand the first stanza of the poem. It resembles with the fact that one fine morning the poet was on a morning walk. The poet was just walking, and the poet reached to a crossroad from where two roads were bifurcated, two roads were separated. At this point, the poet was very much confused. Which way to go? Which path to lead? It was a very difficult question for him. And it took certain time to reach a conclusion. Then the poet said, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. There was a divergence while he was walking on the path. And the poet stood in the midst of those who passed from where they bifurcated, they were separated. The poet, compelled to think that being one traveler, I could stride on only one path. I could walk on only one path. It was quite difficult for him that at the same time he could travel on either ways. It was quite impossible. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and the poet felt sorry. The poet said, "And sorry, I could not travel both." How could I? Since he was only one, since he was alone. Long I stood. He stood there for a quite longer period of time and looked down one as far as I could. He tried to see up to the extent where he could find the way, where he could see the way, to where it went in the other road, to where the path twisted and took a turn. From that to that corner, the poet tried to see and tried to analyze the path. And then the poet looked to the other side, then took the other. Just as if the another path was very much similar. The another path looked very much similar and having perhaps the better claim. And the another path perhaps invited the poet's intention, invited the poet's fancy to travel on that path because it was grassy and wanted where it was full of grass. And it needed that somebody should walk upon it. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. The people who were passing from there, they could not analyze if they do not try to understand. For them, both paths are equally the same. And both that morning, and now I am coming to the third stanza, and both that morning equally lay. In leaves no step had trodden black. And on that particular morning, both of the paths looked same. Both of the paths looked same. And there were no lifts where people had put their steps and they had trodden back. No lifts. The poet postponed the idea of walking on the first path. The poet said, "Oh, I kept the first for another day. I shall walk on the first path some another day. Now today I should walk on the second path, on this path, which was grassy and wanted wear." But this is the fact of the life. This is the way of life. That once you begin your journey, then it is quite natural that you will go further and further on that particular path, because one way leads to another, one way connects to other, one road connects to other, and it is quite impractical. It is quite impossible to go on the second path. It is quite impossible. Though as for that passing there, yet knowing how we lead some to it, the poet postponed going on the first path. The poet came to a conclusion. The poet came to a conclusion that I shall go on the first path on some another day. Let's try the second path. But at the same time, the poet was suspicious. The poet doubted if I should ever come back. The poet doubted if I should ever come back. The poet, he himself was not sure that the poet doubted that it was not possible to come back all the way and again start the journey on the first way. And at the same time, the poet expresses that I shall be telling this with a sigh. A time will come that I shall be telling this with a sigh. What he will tell? He will tell about the decisions which he had made long ago. Somewhere ages and ages hence, a long way back, he had taken a decision, and that had brought such an impact on his life, which changed the course of his life, which changed the pattern of his life. And one day he would recall that on a fine morning, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. The poet took a risk long ago, and he chose the path which was less traveled by. The people did not usually choose that path. The people usually did not walk on that path, but the poet was trying to do something different. The poet was trying to put a different example, and that decision brought such an impact in his life, and only that decision brought the difference. So, this is not only a story about an incident which took place long ago with the poet, but this is quite parallel to his real life, to the real happening which took place in his life. The poet here describes about his decision which he took in his life, and that decision I shall put before you in my another class. Till then, goodbye. Take care of yourself. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you, my dear students.